All right, into the second round of pool play. Teams got redistributed based on the place that they're in. So Sparks wound up first in their pool and get the benefit of playing, I believe, someone who ended third in theirs, Apex Avalanche. So we get on the board first, 1-0 Sparks. Emily May back to serve. That's an ace for Emily May. 2-0 Sparks. And that's a third ace for Emily May. 3-0 Sparks. And that one fell a little bit short there. Suzanne Gaddy, who's played tremendously so far today, wasn't able to complete that one, but no big deal. This one comes over. Good call there. Jess Chilcote watches that one go out. Team talks to each other really well. And apparently they listen well to each other. Makes it nice. So that Chilcote comes out. High five Zobes. As does Gaddy. And Ava Propsner comes back to serve. Sarah Scherner gets blocked to Helveston, and then Hoy can't get that one. Thank you, Bashar. So Apex comes from Bel Air, Maryland. Not to be confused with the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. This is a much more urban Bel Air. And that was a nice hit there from Sarah Scherner that couldn't be returned. And Sparks goes up 5-2. Emma Helveston back to serve. Helveston gets that dig. May goes up to Abnett, who kills it. Nice to see Abnett getting on top of that. 6-2 Sparks. And that one heads into the net. And Apex will get a gimme point there. Apex serves up. Kira Dunn receives. May gets it over to Hoy, who puts it over. Nice little dink, but Dunn's able to get to it. Then May gets it to Scherner. Propsner forces her way up to get it, and May tips it over, leaving that back open. May up to Dunn. Hoy puts it back. Sparks staying pretty aggressive here on the offense. And they wait for Apex to make a mistake. 7-0. Or 7-3, rather. And Sarah Scherner with an ace. Sarah Scherner puts that one into the net. 8-4, or 4 serving 8 rather. Sparks is in the lead. And that was a nice play there from Liv Hoy. Kira Dunn with the dig and Scherner with the set, and Hoy finished it off with a nice play and now comes back to serve. Liv Hoy playing really good all around today. And there's a serve. Scherner gets the dig. Kira Dunn, second ball. Suzanne Gaddy tips it over. Now Dunn with the dig. Scherner back sets to Kapai, who tips it over. That comes to Hoy, who gets it. To Scherner, to Gaddy, and over. Hoy puts that one up to Scherner. Gaddy again with a good swing, and they can't return it. 10-4. And that one's into the net. And with that, Apex will take a timeout. I guess I should take a minute to do something that I don't normally do at these games, and just kind of go through our roster. We've got right now out there serving outside hitter number 22, Olivia Hoy, and setting number 7, Sarah Scherner. Playing up on the right side up against the net, and it's number 15, Gwen Abnett. And in middle, you've got number 8, Viola Kapai. Actually, they switch it up. Gwen is the middle, and Viola is the right side. Outside hitter is number 24, Suzanne Gaddy. And our favorite libero wearing the red shirt, number 6, Kira Dunn. Liv Hoy with another nice serve. Gaddy puts that one up to Scherner. Back to Gaddy, who goes for that big, huge open hole over in the corner in position number 5. And that puts Sparks up 13-4. That was one gorgeous serve there from Liv Hoy, who put it right on the line. That's a tough serve to make, especially on the right side if you're right-handed. That was a nice long rally that eventually ended with a good solid swing from Gwen Abnett. I think everybody participated at least once or twice on that play. And Hoy keeps serving, 15-4. You just see the confidence growing and growing and growing. And that one's hit out. And it's 16-4. Sparks increases their lead. And that'll be 4 as that one doesn't make its way over. Another nice serve from Hoy. And another erratic play there by Apex. And it's 18-4. And a timeout, Apex. So the rest of the team, you have another defensive specialist in the back. You've got number 2, Ava Propstner. A setter, number 9, Emily May. Defensive specialist, number 13, Jess Chilcote. And our other middle is number 17, Emma Helveston. 10-player roster. It's probably the perfect number of people. You have 2 people in each position. Look how confident Hoy is getting. I love it. I love it. I love it. And Apex can't get past that serve again. 19-4. Hoy will get that one, but it's called a double touch on Apex, so the play gets called back, and it's 20-4. Kapai is able to play that one off the net. Gaddy up to Scherner, and Gaddy swings, hits that one into the net. So everyone on this team, yep, that's done with a nice dig to Scherner, and Gaddy finds the open spot. Drops in on the line. And Dunn is back to serve. Nice hard serve from Dunn. Goes off the DS and 6. Chilcote puts it up to Scherner, and Gaddy kills it. Suzanne Gaddy, whose siblings are back up from college here from Florida. Watching her absolutely kill it today. Done. Ooh, that was an interesting serve. That had a ton of spin on it. I am trying to determine from the look on her face whether she meant to do that, or she was trying something different, or if it just happened that way, but it was nice. Also watching the line judge kind of give Dunn the stink eye there, as that one's hit out from Apex, and the score is 24-5 now. Sparks just steamrolling the competition today. Another good serve, and that one is out, and that set's done. 25-5. No problems. I think that serve took about, or I think that set took about 20 minutes to finish. So, if y'all are wondering if there's any difference between this tournament and others, not a huge difference. Pretty much all season long, Sparks has either played in National Division or American Division. National being higher. I think we've played the majority of our tournaments in National Division. Today's is an American Division tournament. So we are seeing some teams that we haven't seen before. And we definitely seem to be at the top of our game. We definitely came in ranked pretty high. I think we'll see much more talented teams tomorrow during crossover play and playoffs. But for now, these girls are just having a ball and absolutely rolling over the competition. Second set starting. It's fun to watch these girls this animated. Apex gets a desperation one over, and Emily May hits it a couple times. Just, oh well, she says, whatever. Chilcote receives that one. Emily, and Dunn with a nice solid swing there. That was nice. Gaddy puts that one over. That one stays in. And that was close. Jess Chilcote almost took down our whole operation here with that one-handed shank back here. Dunn gets that one. Up to May. And Gaddy hits it in. And that one goes out. Sparks is on the board. 1-2. And Propsner and Propsner and Hoy come in. Hoy gets hit with the ball as somebody tosses it back. I need to have a word with Jessica after that one. Almost beaming me with the ball. I thought we were buddies. Just recently made a playlist for Jess for her birthday. And turns out she really appreciated New Moon on Monday by Duran Duran. So, giving the kids some clump that be considered a classic? I don't know. Zobes called Propsner to motion for her to serve over to 1. And she tried to serve over that way, went just a bit out. That's 3-2 Apex. That one goes to Propsner, to May, to Helveston, who pinballs that one off of a couple players. And now she's back to serve. Propsner with a nice dig there. Hoy puts it over. May gets the first one. Propsner picks up the second. And Hoy hits that one. Nice dig from Apex on that one. And they're ultimately able to free ball it over. Propsner puts it up to May. And Abnett just tips it in. And Sparks now takes the lead, 4-3. Elviston with a good serve. Puts it up to May, to Scherner. And that one goes off in the distance. Nice kill from Sarah Scherner there. She was definitely shaking and baking in that one. And Helveston got all of it on that serve. And Apex can't play it. So, scores up 6-3. Helveston back to serve again. Propsner gets that one in the middle. May puts it over to Abnett. And Abnett gets blocked by the net. Dunn will come in for Helveston. Propsner directs some traffic in the 6 spot there. I've always wondered about when the girls clean their shoes, if it really makes that much of a difference. Obviously, they're trying to get as little friction as possible so they can move quickly. But I think it's actually probably just at this point, just a nervous habit. Propsner puts that one off, a little bit askew, but May's able to get to it, and Dunn takes a hard swing. Dunn swings pretty hard for a libero. Generally, you don't really see them hit too often, but she's got some power. A couple of inches and she'd be dangerous in a couple different positions. I like having her as our libero. So that Propsner is able to help that one out, and Hoy gets it over. And there was a partial block by Hoy. Got enough of it for it to fall over on Apex's side. And Sparks is up 8-5. Sarah Scherner back to serve again. And that one stayed onside. Abnett gets blocked, but is able to recover her own block, and it falls on the line. Nice call from the line judge there. Well, at least it's a nice call because it's in our favor. But she was paying attention. And Scherner gets the serve again, 9-5. That was a nice heads-up play by Gwen Abnett. She got blocked and got her own rebound. That acrobatic little roll there from Scherner. Looked like she was in a 90s police drama. She might not have needed to go for that one, as I think it was going out, but hey, she got to have a dramatic little move there. Dunn's able to put that one up. Gets it over to Scherner, and Hoy leaps and hits it. Propsner, nice solid dig. Scherner back sets to Kapai. And, oh, that one dumps over. It was a nice heads-up play by Scherner to read that one. And Kapai! Kapow! Is able to find the hole there and get it. Gotta root for the Viola Kapai, who's come a long way. Somebody who has moved up a couple of spots from white to elite this year. And that one just sneaks over the block of Abnett and Kapai to drop in. So she's definitely playing a little bit over her head, but she's doing good. And definitely somebody you want to root for. The 7-10, Apex. Serve comes over. Gaddy gets it. Scherner back sets to Abnett, who can't get to it in time. And it's 8-10. And that serve goes out. And Kira Dunn will be our server. Chilcote is able to move to get that one. Scherner puts it over. Dunn with another big swing. One of those is going to drop for a kill. Scherner gets the dig there, and Kira Dunn hits it, and Chilcote swings hard and gets her own rebound. And then Halveston swings hard. Ultimately, they're able to get it, but it goes out. It's a nice little rally there from Apex, but Sparks was on top of it. Done. Nice serve to one. And that one's also out. Good calling there. I think that was Coach Zobes called that one out. Girls listening like they're supposed to. And it's 13-8 Sparks. And Dunn puts that one into the net. And side out Apex. And that one dropped on side on Apex. Girls are laughing. I'm not sure if it's cocky laughing, if there's something else happening, or if they're just having fun. But it's 14-9. Emily May back to serve. Gaddy gets it after the missed block. May puts it over to Scherner, who swings hard. And Chilcote's able to get that one a little high up on her forearm. May hits it over towards the scoring table. Nobody goes for it. And that was a nice combination there that ended with Halveston and a big kill. Side out Sparks, 15-10. Apex is definitely putting up a little bit more of a fight for this one, but Sparks is definitely still controlling the pace of the game. And that one goes out, 16-11. Halveston serves. And that goes into the net. 17-11 Sparks. May's able to backset that one. Oh, and Scherner hits it right along the line. That's a beautiful swing. Nice kill from Scherner. They're the kind of plays you practice. And it's hard to replicate it in the game, but it's exactly what you want to see. And that one goes outside of the antenna. And Sparks has now jumped ahead to a 19-11 lead. Helveston puts that one into the net. But she went for a nice little run there. 12 serving 19. We do have the whole Helveston family represented here today. We've got a bunch of Gaddies. And the rest of the usual folks. And John Hoy camped out on the back line there. Dunn puts that one up to May, who back sets to Scherner with another swing. Oh, and there's a miscommunication. Don't want to let see the ball drop there. Zobes is setting some dirty looks. Luckily, they were able to smile because we've been so dominant. But you don't want to see that. Hoy puts that one up to May. And then Hoy swings and gets the point. Scherner back to serve. And Scherner sends that one out. And makes the score 20 Sparks, 15 Apex. And that one fell in. I think Propsner was looking for that to be out. Was probably in by about 6 inches. That's 20-16. Dunn gets that one. Scherner to Hoy. And nobody there for that one for Apex. So it's 21-16. What you don't want is you don't want to start getting complacent. Sometimes when you're playing teams where you're above their level, that could happen. Don't want to take anything for granted. Just want to keep going through these sets and keep winning. Nice serve there by Liv Hoy. Kira Dunn puts it up to Scherner. Nice swing by Gaddy. Dunn with a beautiful pass to Scherner, and Abnett gets on top of it and slams that down. Abnett hit that one like a whack-a-mole. Liv Hoy still serving. I'm still serving. Kapow. Viola Kapai gets that kill. It's 23-16. Hoy. And that one drops in, but Scherner's able to get the first ball. Dunn gets the second, and Gaddy leaps to get that kill. Honestly, every ball that Gaddy has touched today, I think, either was or could have been a kill. I don't know that she's made any mistakes today. 24-16. Liv Floyd looking to end the match, and she does with an ace. That was beautiful. All right, we'll be back at 1:30 to take on a different ECP team. For now, another set of wins from Sparks. See you at 1:30.